What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Now, further to a video I made last week about the People's Vote group who had been threatening legal battles with each other over a boardroom coup, have now decided to change tactics and use a method that is 100% guaranteed to get rid of the people you disagree with, as you will hear in a moment. And I expect some of you have already guessed what these Ramonas did to remove this guy from his position of power over them. This group of Ramonas have been on the brink of all-out civil war for the last month or so, with a boardroom coup I just spoke about taking place 2 weeks ago. And now the situation we are seeing here is likely going to cause this campaign to fracture and dissolve into obscurity, because the type of infighting being reported now is not likely to end anytime soon, as we will hear in this report, which has been picked up by most of the mainstream media news sites, but funnily enough, not one word about it on the BBC. What a surprise that is. So we will take a look at the Sun's article and see what good news the People's Vote campaign are bringing us Brexiteers in the lead up to Christmas, because every time they fight amongst themselves, they just end up looking like idiots. The article headlines: Campaign Chaos. People's Vote chief who called for a second Brexit referendum quits after sexual harassment allegations by 3 female staff. A People's Vote boss who campaigned for a second Brexit referendum has quit after sexual harassment allegations by female staff members, it is understood. Patrick Hennigan, who is acting chief executive of Open Britain, was accused of acting inappropriately towards 3 women who reportedly did not feel safe working in the office when he was there. And I'm sure they found the creepiest picture of him they can find, and I will admit, the dude looks kinda creepy. I know newspapers, they try to find the creepiest picture of you they can find when they're trying to write an article about you like this. But yeah, that's a creepy picture. I don't know if that's what he looks like in general, but that's definitely a very creepy looking picture. A letter to the board of Open Britain, the largest of the 5 organisations that form People's Vote, states Mr Hennigan will stand down while the investigation is conducted, just a fortnight after his appointment, as I said, in that coup. He is reported to have denied the claims, obviously. The email from Anne Wayman, a member of the board, said, I met yesterday with a number of female staff members of Open Britain. I explained that I was there to listen to their views. Their main concern was that they did not feel safe working in the office while Patrick Hennigan was there. They did not consider that alternative reporting arrangements would work with him being in the office as interim CEO. The letter claimed that Roland Rudd, the campaign's multi-millionaire chairman, had taken action just a fortnight after Hennigan's appointment. It continued, at the outset of the investigation into these allegations against Patrick, we took the decision that the investigation could be undertaken with him remaining in post. Roland Rudd has spoken to Patrick, who has, with a heavy heart, come to the same conclusion. He also believes that the best thing now is for him to take a leave of absence for the period of the investigation and is determined to clear his name. Stuart Hand, a former director of campaigns at Open Britain, has been appointed as his replacement. People's Vote campaign staff said in a statement, almost 2 weeks since Roland Rudd, the chair of Finsbury Lobbying, took a wrecking ball to the best political campaign in the UK, the person he imposed as acting CEO has been suspended. This decision would at least allow women who warned the Open Britain board that Patrick Hennigan's presence represented an unsafe working environment the chance to re-enter the office. They criticised the decision to appoint Mr Hand without any consultation with European Movement, For Our Future's Sake, the Joint Media Unit, or Our Future, Our Choice. So what you can take from those few paragraphs there is, 3 women have made claims against Patrick, the board have said he can stay on while they investigate, he's decided to stand down and is determined to clear his name. As of yet, what they're reading out in this letter, or extracts from this letter, there has been no evidence to prove that this guy has done anything. So this has all come out in the media, with his name and everything like that, just on the basis that someone's made the claim, possibly ruining his life, because this will haunt him forever. Even if he gets cleared, people will still think he's done it because most people don't follow up on the story after they've read it. And of course, the group criticising the decision to appoint Mr Hand without any consultation of the other groups is leading into the civil war I've been talking about, part of the boardroom coup situation. They're all fighting over power because they all want to lead it. And if memory serves, the Our Future, Our Choice is the Femi organisation, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they want Femi to take over or someone along them lines. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really care about the People's Vote campaign. It's nonsensical. But as you can see, they've appointed someone else and the rest of them are not happy about it. But anyway, we will continue with the article. There is a real danger that the errors of the past fortnight will be compounded unless the board of Open Britain finally grasps the opportunity to open a proper dialogue with these organisations and the staff. Now that last little paragraph there tells me that the staff are planning another coup. There is a real danger that the errors of the past fortnight will be compounded unless the board of Open Britain finally grasps the opportunity to open proper dialogue with these organisations and the staff. What they mean there is open dialogue that allows them to take over control and not allow the largest organisation to control it. This is a power struggle at the end of the day. These champagne socialist Ramonas can't be subservient to anyone. They don't want bosses, they all want to be the boss, remember. This campaign is about more than boardroom machinations and power. It's about the future of our country. We want nothing more than to get back to work in this crucial general election to stop Boris Johnson forcing his hard Brexit on the people of the UK. Boris Johnson's Brexit is not a hard Brexit, it's a soft Brexit. It's not hard Brexit in any sense of the word. Any treaty with the EU is not going to be a hard Brexit, you idiot. But it is hypocritical them saying the campaign is not about boardrooms and power when this is all about the boardroom and who's in charge. The staff are complaining about who's in charge rather than doing their jobs. Protesting for the sake of protest by the sounds of it. It comes after a number of turbulent weeks for the campaign, which has seen staff members pass a motion of no confidence in Mr Rudd, the chairman of Open Britain. Like I said, open warfare. Staff also staged a walkout in protest at moves to force out 2 directors last month, as I reported last week in my video about the legal threat. And that's the end of the article there. So it seems this guy has been accused of sexual harassment. Surprise, surprise. Welcome to 2019 in a leftist organisation. Now, of course, I don't know if any of these claims are true. There's absolutely zero evidence in these articles to say that it is. But the report itself, while terrible for this guy and likely his family, because these sort of accusations never end well for the person accused, regardless of whether they're guilty or not. But it's always good news for us at the end of the day, guys. And in the times of treachery that we live now, we'll take good news when we find it, as I've said many times before. I will try and keep an eye on the People's Vote campaign because it seems to be descending into a complete farce. So it's always good news and we need a bit of daily good news. So hopefully there is more to come from this complete shit show. Anyway, I'm going to end the video there, guys. I want to thank the channel's PayPal, Patreon and Subscribe Star members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
This Parliament is a dead Parliament. It should no longer sit. It has no moral right to sit on these green benches. They don't like the truth. Twice they have been asked to let the electorate decide upon whether they should continue to sit in their seats while they block 17.4 million people's votes. Parliament is a disgrace, but they're too cowardly to give it a go. But the time is coming. The time is coming, Mr. Speaker, when even these turkeys won't be able to prevent Christmas.